What's up everybody, Pen here. Welcome back to the channel. So on this channel I do tutorials, gaming, live streams, did some benchmarks in the past, product reviews for that matter. So I try to keep it a little bit diverse and have some variety for the different viewers and supporters that's here. And looking at the title, some of y'all probably wondering, whoa, like what happened? So basically, with the amount of issues, bugs, questionable performance releases that has been on PC as of late, mainly when it comes to the third party AAA titles or the big budget titles, or let's even say the mainstream titles. Day one, or for many weeks, some of the games that I'm going to mention just have questionable performance across the board. Some games have multiple crashes where I crashed the desktop. It's even blue screen my PC. And by me working in IT as a professional 40 hours a week, after work, after I log out, I just want to be able to turn on my PlayStation or other console of choice and just sit back and just enjoy gaming. PlayStation 5 is currently my main platform when it comes to playing video games, simply because it fits my needs, it's stable, it's more consistent in the frame time. It doesn't necessarily have better performance, but it has better consistency, and that sort of go with performance. In my case, it has a beautiful user interface. It is very simple to set up. If you're familiar with the PlayStation ecosystem, you would know that the PlayStation 5 just expanded on what it had from the PlayStation 4 and just took it to the next level. In terms of the dashboard, the way things are presented, the presentation within the games, generally speaking. And here's the thing, I'm gonna have some stuff linked in the description. This shouldn't be too long of a video. I'm just going to show off my workflow, my process with my PlayStation 5, and sort of give you some backstory with what's going on PC currently. With PC, the developers have to develop for hundreds and thousands, perhaps millions of different hardware configurations. And simply put, not everyone's PC is the same. Now, that's a fact. We know that. So the developers have to develop for all different type of scenarios on PC. And we are seeing time and time and time again that these games are just not hitting the expectations that's really needed across the board. There's plenty of Reddit threads and forums about this. Not everyone's experience is going to be the same. The thing of it is that with a console such as a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, when these companies send their own developer kits, and I know some of the softwares that they're using on the computer to make these games, for that matter, because I used to be in art and design before my career switch. COVID happened. You guys know about that, I'm sure. But the thing of it is that with a PlayStation or Xbox, you only have to develop for one piece of hardware in mind. It's not multiple hardwares. Maybe with these cross-gen titles, stuff like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, you have exceptions where you're going to have games that's on the last generation hardware, when in reality it would have been way easier if they was on just the current hardware as it is now. That's still more pieces of hardware to develop for, but I don't think that's nowhere near what developers on PC have to factor in when there's hundreds, thousands, millions of hardware versus really just one or a few when it comes to console. So That's the major difference. Excuse me. PlayStation 5 just brings a fun factor and just stability. I've been playing this Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection this past week because I made the transition that quick because I was in PlayStation for nearly my whole life. I was really a console gamer, dabbled in PC on and off, and it wasn't until 2018 until I decided to leave the PlayStation brand. I only had the PlayStation 4 original, the OG. I didn't have a Pro, and I went to PC in 2018. And it was great, 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 good, good. But each year started to introduce like more issues and more headaches. And I just don't want to smoke no more. I'm all about the fun factor. I work professionally dealing with software and hardware troubleshooting. So why would I want to do it outside the job, especially when I'm not getting paid for it? Now we're talking about clients, that's different. But we're talking about why is one game blue screening and crashing my PC and why another game isn't? And they're like the same graphical fidelity. It basically the same style in terms of graphics and what the hardware is pushing or what it's trying to do in terms of power, but they're both are just fundamentally just not the same. And that's one of the biggest cons on PC. So I'm just going to show my setup here. There is a sale that's going on. I have taken advantage of this. I'm going to show my library. These are the games that I have installed. Let me do something here. You guys can probably hear some feedback because I have my sound bar as the output currently. You notice I'm not wearing a headset. Let's just turn that down a bit. So this is my collection. So pretty much if you've seen any of my Steam videos or my live streams, you would know that I have my single player and my multiplayer in two separate like folders or sections. And what I'm doing here is that I'm mimicking my Steam setup, but this is a different setup, but it's still beautifully designed. I mean, just look at how PlayStation designed their UI carefully for home theater or entertainment setups. And Steam is doing a very similar thing and it's in beta and it's looking promising, it's looking there. This is just more polished in a sense from just a plug and play aspect. So my single player is titles that I have installed on my PlayStation 4. I mean PlayStation 5. I read that Control. So got Control, Far Cry 4, Far Cry 5, Ghost of Tsushima, Gran Turismo 7, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves, Saints Row, Ratchet and Clank. And none of these are from a service. These are all purchase. What I like about Control, when I'm gonna go here, let me just go down on it. Let me view, I want to view the product. I never played Control before. I also have this on PC. When I read this, experience true next generation game with increased visual fidelity through 4K graphics, ray tracing, and 60 FPS performance mode. That's huge because my first ray tracing game was actually on PlayStation 5, and that was the Spider-Man game that came out on the PS4. And how PlayStation does their performance mode and the consistency, it doesn't crash. The system doesn't automatically restart out of nowhere. These games are designed specifically for PlayStation. This is a gaming machine. So as of right now, I'm just having fun, enjoying the world of PlayStation, honestly. And I've been seeing time and time again why PC gamers been buying third-party games on PlayStation, and it just makes a lot more sense because they're more stable. You pay the premium price, but you pay for a peace of mind. So this is the multiplayer games that I have, and this is another point. I purchased Madden 23 and NBA 2K23. They're on sale because I'm not dealing with PC gaming no more, at least not on a level as it being my main system. It's going to be an afterthought to me in terms of gaming. And one of the major reasons why is the past 3 years and a half, they have been disrespecting the PC community and supporters. They have been putting the last generation of games or graphics on the PC, while the console versions have the current or quote unquote next gen graphics and features. I just found that to be extremely disrespectful, and that doesn't sound like good business for the consumer. That's good business for them. That's not good business for me. Because before I made my switch over to PC, I was playing games like 2K, sports titles, fighters, and shooters online. And I just found out that when I went over to PC, I was just mainly playing the shooters online, and it was just a missing fun factor aspect, a missing consistency that it was there if you was willing to do the research, look into some mods, things like that. But out of the box, these things should all be the same in terms of graphics, next gen features, and they was just disrespecting the PC crowd. So that was another thing. Just got tired of that. I'm on an investment platform that's going to respect the gamers. I'll pay the premium price. I'll catch stuff on sales. You guys know how I get down. Buying games ain't really nothing these days. So picked up that Saints Row. I know this is going to run a lot better on PlayStation than PC. I can just tell you that just by my experience. But yeah, this is my library. I got like 500 plus titles on Steam, 250 plus on PlayStation. That makes sense, right? I mean, this really haven't been my main platform since 2018. I bought games here and there, like Part 1 remake of The Last of Us, played and beat that last year. That video's on my channel, First Impressions. So I really haven't purchased that much games on this ecosystem since 2018. It's been things here and there, because it was mainly for exclusives up until now for me. So I'm just giving y'all the clarity and the backstory as to why it has come to this. But on the channel, things are going to be still looking up and up. I have my capture card back on my computer, the Avera Media Live Gamer 4K internal capture card. And I'm using this to record the video within OBS. So you can get a sense of the video quality. I think I'll just output it, render it in 1440p, call it a day, just for the sake of the time and the upload purposes. But yeah, just what I did to get back into it was honestly, I got into the spring sale. I renewed my PlayStation Plus Essentials. So I got that yearly, because sometimes they give additional sale benefits to the subscribers. So for example, in some situations where this would say 75% off, sometimes if you are a subscriber, you can get 85% off or 90. Just give an example. This sale, games under 20, took advantage of that. Best sellers, bought some stuff off of that. Multiplayer games, hidden gems, or you can do the see all. And this is how I got the 2K and Madden. It was like 2K was like under 30 along with Madden, the all Madden edition. So you can see purchase there. So yeah, I'm just about the fun factor. I love this user interface. PlayStation has done their job up to this point, and they're improving, they're expanding. Man, playing Uncharted Lost Legacy on the OLED, the LG C2. I'm back on my 42-inch with the setup. I got this gaming chair by Fantasy Lab. I just recline, I sit back, got the soundbar action going, and it sounds and looks fantastic. And it runs. Like, just if you just want to sit back and just game, this is one of the systems you can do it on without too much hassle or troubleshooting. especially if you're in my position. You know, it's people that work in IT, they come home or they got a work from home job and they get right back on their PC and play their games and they're just fine. Something happens, they're on Google, they on their phones, whatever. I just got tired of that. I mean, that's cool. I mean, but I just rather get paid for it. I mean, so, and for the games that's not on PlayStation or Xbox natively, I'm still going to be on PC. It's just not going to be my main platform. So, hey, just a heads up. Didn't make this video that long. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to be getting into some studying, and then after that, I'm going to be getting into some gaming. All right. So hope everybody enjoyed this video. Let me know what are your thoughts down in the comment section. Until next time, peace out. This is Penn, and happy gaming.